Right then, here we go. Time for a new series on the channel, guys. This is Can I Beat the Pole Lap Classic Edition. This has been suggested in the comments and also in my Discord server. Some people have already said to do this, and to be fair, I never thought of it, and it's a brilliant suggestion. So we are going to try and beat some classic pole times in this series. I'm going to say, just for the sake of, keeping it fair, anything from 2020 or before is valid, because I have been doing the series in its modern form in 21, 22 and 23, so those are not really valid. So stuff that's in the past that I haven't done is open for selection. I might make an exception for something like 21 if it was really good. But anyway, in today's edition, as we struggle for the lowest hairpin, is to beat Michael Schumacher's pole lap at Monaco in 2012. Now this is one of my personal favourites. Michael was my favourite driver, he is my hero, and since he retired I haven't really supported anyone else. It's pretty much been nothing. So for me this, is one of the last times I got to see Michael shine, and this brings a lot of good memories back. It was a tough comeback for Michael, so yeah, obviously wishing Michael well. Hopefully he's doing okay, and in his tribute, or in his honour, we're going to try and see if we can beat his pole time, 1 minute 14.301. And yeah, that's going to be tough. We've got the old version of Monaco as well, with the old swimming pool chicane, so this should be fun. And yeah, this is also my first time driving this car. I've put a load of wing on, as that's pretty much standard at Monaco. Might have to mess around with the gear ratios to be fair, but anyway, let's try and get a banker on the board. I believe I have, yeah, I've got some curves enabled, so we can use it. Just got to look at the gear dial on the bottom right. You'll see a little blue line flash, as you'll see there. So no information on the steering wheel, but oh, that was not part of the plan. Right, so I've made some adjustments. We've already put the soft tyres on. Ignore the tyre texture. It's yellow. It's on softs. And yeah, we're going to see if we can try and improve. Also reduce the fuel, and we've also reduced the gear ratio substantially. So now the car is very much in Monaco mode. So let's see if it makes a difference. Turn 1, third gear. Does not like the inside curb one bit. Car is very loose. Using the curves up the hill as we make our way into Monaco. Still struggling with front end. Casino, nicely done. I'm worried about the Lowe's hairpin and getting the nose in and making the corner, to be honest. Mirabeau, tidy. Lowe's hairpin, take a nice wide line. Got back on the curb, nice. We'll take that. This car feels so nervous, in a good way, agile through the slower stuff compared to the mod machines. Curves on through the tunnel. Don't know how much we've got, but I'm using it. 7th gear. On the anchors into the Nouvelle chicane. Drifting through. Using the curves again on exit. Into to back. Michael went one-handed through here. In his real pole lap. A little bit wide. Through swimming pools, we brushed the wall, or a bit more than just brushed the wall to be fair. Rascas. Tyres just gone. Got no grip all of a sudden. Don't know what the hell has happened. Anyway, let's finish this banker. Let's get something on the board. Kurz is dry, so we've got nothing left. Cross the line, and it's a 17.9. Right then, so we've got a benchmark, something to work with. Let's see if we can try and improve the way the car feels and get a bit more comfort out of this. Right then, so for this one, we're going to properly go for it. I've reduced the gear ratios even more, so the 7th gear should hopefully top out the tunnel. I've also increased the wings and downforce. I've also moved the brake bars quite a lot to the front, so hopefully we've got a bit more front stability. So let's see, I've also reduced the fuel, so this should be interesting. Kurz, out the final corner, DRS open, turn 1. Trying to stuff the curb, just to try see how that feels. That wasn't too bad, to be fair. I'll use a bit of the curb, but not as much. I think that's the fine line. Monaco, now down to 3rd. Open up Casino, stay tight. Easy on the power. Down to Mirabeau. Lock up front, but that's okay. We get away with it because of the banking. Lowest hairpin. First gear. Throw the lock on. Get through. Short shift a second. Down the little kink and then into 48. That was nice. Use all the battery now. All the curves. Through the tunnel. 7th gear. Nouvelle chicane. On the anchors nice and late. Bit less inside curb as it unsettles the car. To back. 4th gear. Nicely done. Now we're carrying some speed. Swimming pool part 2 this time. No issues, although the exit wasn't great. The sausage curb there upsetting the balance. Raskas staying tighter this time. Taking a short shift to get the rears under control. And now at the final corner, this is going to be it. No curves left. What is this going to be? 16.0. Okay, interesting. Not as fast as I thought. So still a way away. 1.7. Work to be done, but I think we can get closer. So let's make some more changes and give it one more shot before we go into full-on sweat mode. Now this is pretty much it. I don't want to lie. I don't know what else I can do with the car besides this. Fuel's on the lowest setting now, so it's just about, I think, cleaning up a few lines, a few corners, especially the final couple of corners, also turn 1. We've got no engine modes to mess with, just got to try and be efficient with my battery use as well. So here we go. Let's see if we can try and crack the 14s. Turn 1. Brake bar slightly more rearward. That wasn't too bad. Masonate. A bit wide again there, Casino. Big old snapper oversteer. Mirror boat, that's not ideal, that's the tap of the wall. Starting to push now. Hold it in first through here, see if that makes a difference. Car's much more nervous. We understeer off at 48. Oh, this car is so tough to drive, it really is. Compared to the modern cars, which once you get the tyres warmed up and the downforce works, these cars are so much more nervous on the road. I want to see if I can try and squeeze out one more run with this, same stint. I think I've got enough fuel for one lap, so here we go. Let's try that again and try and clean up the lap a bit. Brake a little bit earlier into turn 1. That was nicer, much better, much cleaner. Up the hill. Try and stay a bit tighter on the initial part. Open up Casino. Easy on the back end, that's more like it. We can get on the brakes nice and late into here. 3/10 up. Much more like it. Loose hairpin. Trying to get back on the power straight away. That curb is really unsettling the car. We stay nice and tight though through 48. Fuel's going to be very close in this one. We may run out. Gear ratio's extra short now. Got to try and throw the car through here. Carry a bit more speed, like so. On our last litre of fuel, we might just run out. I don't know if we'll make it. Got a full second up. A little bit wide there though. That's going to cost us dearly. Raskas. Much better corner speed. No curves left. Up to the line. 14.9. And we just had enough fuel as we've just run out. Right. We're in the ballpark. So I'm going to now do my thing. And we're going to see if I can somehow find 6/10, which is quite a lot in this car. We don't have engine modes like nowadays with the hybrid systems. Yes, done. Wow. Whew. Had to work for that. That was not easy at all. I managed to fine tune the setup and get it in a more or less sweet spot, but the car was on the nose so much I had to really manage the back end. The final sector is not fun. The car does not feel good through there, but it felt great in the first 2 sectors and I was able to hook it together, so yeah, job done. So as for the setup, I was running this gearbox, so a very short gearbox, 278 being the top, which is extremely low, but at Monaco that's what you need. Tyres, super softs on 18 and 15 pressures. Fuel, 6 litres, enough for an outlap and a timed lap. Aero 21 and 23, so pretty big increase to the default setup. And then alignment is default, dampers default, because I don't know how to do this stuff, so I keep it the same. Generic brake bars on 56, that was eventually the sweet spot, 57, 56. And then heave dampers, all this stuff is default. And yeah, pretty much guys, there is your lot. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and that was my little tribute to Michael and one of my favourite pole laps of all time, and one that I was, old enough to remember vividly at the time when it happened. So yeah guys, like the video, subscribe for more, and down in the comments give me suggestions for other possibilities. This might be something I do, especially during the off season when F1 is away. Also on those race weekends when F1 isn't on, we could do an episode or so here and there. So yeah, give me some ideas and I'll surprise you guys from time to time when these episodes do eventually drop. So feel free to suggest in the comments and let me know. But yeah, cheers guys for watching. As always, a big shout out to the members for supporting the channel, which is always awesome. Check out the 2 videos on screen guys, and I'll leave the mods link down below as always. And yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.